pretty packed stands from what we can see. Nice weather. Coming here to Campus Field to take on the Sacred Heart Pioneers.
Good news for Stony Brook is they have 5 preseason all-conference players. That is Noah Armitage, Loud, McLaughlin, their goaltender, and Sabella. They're getting it done in all phases as we are set for the opening draw. The Rutgers transfer, Luke Romanek, brand new Pioneer. He will take the inaugural faceoff and wins it clean. We are underway from Campus Field. Luke Romanek rips up the middle.
He had a little bit of an issue there and I think ends up losing the faceoff, but point of contention for the Pioneers. They only won right towards the end. Looks like a faceoff violation here, so Sacred Heart will take over.
Sacred Heart 2 for 2 from the dot. They'll now get a chance to stretch their legs.
Miss a step like what just happened, there's almost virtually no help for you. And when you're that good of a scorer on the Stony Brook side, you are not going to miss that shot.
Especially if your name is Dylan Paulinetti. About 30% of the time when he shoots it, it finds the back of the net. He is the highest rated scorer on this Stony Brook squad.
I'll tell you what though, Luke Romanek with a fantastic first couple of showings here. That was some hard work there in the face-off circle to make sure that he got possession for the Pioneers.
The Londonderry, New Hampshire native, a highly touted recruit, hit the portal from Rutgers, finds his way in Fairfield, Connecticut, and he's making a difference early, 3 for 3 from the face-off square.
Sacred Heart needs the possession here. Now you probably want a goal now. Not that you wouldn't normally, but
looks like they're going to try to find a way to break this defense from outside. Have struggled getting the ball on the doorstep. It's a sophomore, Will Moulton.
A couple of really rough passes from X the past couple of possessions. The last one that led to a turnover.
One.
The Sacred Heart offense doing exactly what you want to see them doing there. 2 big boys, Mixio and O'Reilly, feeds the ball over, and O'Reilly with that cannon of a shot, just not afraid to shoot.
That was Luke Romanek who gets the ball into Stony Brook territory. A scrum ensues. Romanek now battling for it, and the Pioneers will win the fourth face-off of the game. They've been perfect at midfield.
This is John Bosty must be so happy. He must have a giant smile. Another face-off violation for the Wolves.
Pioneers 5 for 5, stealing possessions.
Got to do something with them. And do not lose sight of the fact that there were 2 defensive sets there by the Pioneers that kept this a 2-score game. Really good work by the Pioneers on both sides of the ball here.
You mentioned it at the top of the show, Joe. Tough team to beat at home. Pioneers always play better when they're on their own turf.
It's us. We're good luck. And then I have no idea what happened there.
I believe the Pioneers are going to get the possession. Luke Romanek won it clean, sent it back.
The Sacred Heart Pioneers really should be proud of themselves for the way that they played defense those first 15 minutes. A lot of game left, but the Pioneers doing a little bit of their own eating, I would say.
Luke Romanek eating up faceoffs as he was perfect in the first quarter.
And now, because that is the 4th faceoff violation, every faceoff violation by Stony Brook from this point forward will lead to a man-up opportunity for Sacred Heart.
Luke Romanek, the find of the century. He is 7 for 7 in that dot.
Goodness me, absolutely throwing Stony Brook off their game. Good for us. And that's that confidence you want out of those guys. You talk about how Sacred Heart is a growing team. They're getting older. There's a lot more juniors and seniors. Those are the types of plays you get from those guys that are playing with confidence.
The senior from Northport, New York. Now another long scrum. Stony Brook looking to win their first faceoff of the afternoon.
And they do.
And they earned it.
A little bit of a broken play there, but Sacred Heart manages the defense to keep things together.
Last season, and that will be his first of this campaign.
Little unlucky there for Sacred Heart. And there it is again, another face-off violation for Stony Brook. Just ended, but that is exactly the type of play that you want to get off of that man-up opportunity. Sacred Heart with a tying goal. Morgan O'Reilly with his second. It was what they missed last year, and another face-off win here for the Pioneers.
Romanek turns it into offense, gets a shot on.
Probably not what John Bosty would like to see from him, but taking the defense for a ride. O'Reilly needs one step, and that's all he had, and he put it right into the short side.
Sal Miccio, a player who loves to spread the wealth, had 13 assists last season, and Luke Romanek gets it done for the Pioneers once again.
It's amazing what happens when you win face-offs.
10 for 11 from the face-off circle.
Should be a little bit of a clear here, and it is. And now Sacred. We talked about how tough it was to play in this stadium. Well, you're seeing it right now.
Pioneers are feeling the momentum shifting their way. For a team that only assisted on about 60% of their goals last season, they've recorded assists on 5 of 6 scoring chances today.
And another face-off win by Romanek. This has been a clinic. Or excuse me, they gave up 36.8% of man-up opportunities to the opposition. Not a number they want either, and it's 100 right now. So
Luke Romanek getting greasy in the face-off dot, and he wins another one. And they've been hard fought.
They have. So that was not a face-off violation, which is why there's no penalty against Stony Brook, for those of you watching. Stick side high, too. Giving it to the bench.
The sophomore from Summit, New Jersey.
That's a big goal for Sacred Heart.
Pioneers had all the momentum, gave it up.
And first clean face-off loss for the Pioneers, and then Sacred Heart just they almost gave it back and probably will.
Azienza finds himself in his own end zone once again.
Oh, very lucky for Sacred Heart there. Super fortunate. They were about to time out on the clear. Stony Brook pushing the pace. Goes off of Stony Brook sticking 42. Michael Sabella, for Stony Brook. O'Reilly just shoots it around them, and instead of his normal cannon of a shot, just a placed shot right on the inside of the post.
Luke Romanek sends that one up and comes down with it. Now a 3-man scrum.
Another hustle play there by Sacred Heart, and I do believe there will be a trip, and yes.
They're going to give it to Stony Brook.
Goes back over to Stony Brook.
3-goal lead for the Pioneers. That he's placed an emphasis on all afternoon is getting to the middle of the field. He doesn't want the sharp angles. He wants the entire cage to shoot at.
They used every inch of it on that one. Banked it right off the side of the post. Slipped it in. Huge face-off here for Sacred Heart, and Romanek comes up huge again.
Romanek wins it clean, and now he's looking to start the offense, but Morgan O'Reilly with a big possession.
I think it was Mickey. What a great play that was. And manages.
This is a goalkeeper in Jamison McLaughlin who stands 6'3". It's about 6'5" when you put the spikes on, so maybe going low is the game plan. Luke Romanek a little too eager. Stony Brook will get another chance to answer. 53 seconds on the clock, trailing by 3. The Pioneers potting 9 in this first half.
Yeah, it changes the dynamic a little bit here. Shot clock doesn't matter.
It just feels like they're sharing one singular brain cell in this second quarter. That's their 8th goal of the quarter.
And a huge face-off win by Romanek here.
They still got a timeout. Can't take them with you.
No, you got to get into the box, though. Probably use it right now. There it is. John Bosty was just waiting for that. You see the box that starts at the 30-yard line, runs right. They're just working together as a team, and it's part of the reason why I think you heard they said they were having fun out there. That's part of it. Just have some fun, be confident, make something happen.
Luke Romanek is going to step back into the dot, the man of the hour, and that's a big face-off win from Stony Brook, looking to start this second half on the right foot.
And an immediate turnover there by Stony Brook as well, something that has plagued them from Sacred Heart doing everything right there on that defensive possession and just couldn't deal with Dupuis.
Nick Dupuis has been extremely effective in the X. He clearly has his role. Now Luke Romanek is going to step into the dot once again. Let's see who Stony Brook's going to send out there.
And it is a penalty. Jay Candelino gets a minute cross-checking penalty, so huge face-off here for Romanek, and a face-off violation will give Stony Brook possession. a full 60 seconds on the man advantage opportunity. Chance for
finished last season with 22 goals and 23 assists. Now he's got an assist here this afternoon, setting up the freshman Bonacci, who's now scored twice in his first collegiate game. The Pioneers trying to get back to work in the faceoff dot. That's going to be the freshman Esposito winning another one.
Yeah, and this is where things very slowly go from completely in control to...
And Paulinetti. The big guns have showed up for the Stony Brook Seawolves in the second half, and in just 4.5 minutes, they've potted 3.
And it starts with the face-off so far. Luke Romanek will amend that one there. Although Sacred Heart still needs to clear.
Pioneers definitely feeling the pressure from a surging Seawolf team. You can feel
a lot of these goals happen is to be patient, take their time, kind of open the field up a little bit. You could lose that as another team starts coming back into the contest. They did not there, although Romanek lost that face-off.
This is the freshman Esposito, who has stepped up in a big way. Stony Brook desperately needed to score at the start of this period, has tied it up 11-11 here at Campus Field in a high-scoring affair.
Yeah, and that was a huge, again, with the hustle plays starting to go in the other direction there, Romanek wins that face-off, but a huge challenge to turn the ball over, and now Stony Brook with the chance to take their first lead since the dawn of this game, I would say.
Stony Brook of the second quarter. Stony Brook has been trailing or tied, and now they've jumped back out front. This is a team that started the game up 2-0.
And a face-off violation here by Romanek, and Stony Brook will take over again. Kind of control the pace of play. It's a brand new game. Pretend we're just starting.
Romanek won 13 of 18 in the first half, and Esposito came away with 5 face-off wins in the second. Now Esposito is the one who's going to scoop this up.
Yeah, in the past few face-offs, Romanek has actually won the face-off, just hasn't been able to retain possession. Goes back to that 50-50.
Assists and goals this afternoon. He has been phenomenal. That's his 4th assist. He's been operating in the X, and that time he finds the cutter, and Ryan Barker, the freshman from Ontario, who gets the first goal of his collegiate career. Pioneers desperately needing a jolt, and it comes in the way of a Luke Romanek face-off win.
And Romanek, with the hustle there, will earn the push to allow Sacred Heart to take possession. Huge 50-50 play there for the Pioneers, and now they desperately need a goal.
Romanek willing the Pine to their identity. After they score a goal, they become a different team.
And we will get a very quick answer to that timeout here at the face-off dot.
3 players for each team at midfield. Luke Romanek steps in against Esposito. Romanek and Esposito wrestle. Romanek comes out on top. Finds his help. Now trying to get past midfield. They will. The Pioneers with some wind in their sails.
Really big win there by Romanek.
Romanek won it. Pioneers do not have an answer. They've been unable to break that defensive set of Stony Brook. That's done an excellent job at keeping the Pioneers to the outside.
Face-off violation for Stony Brook will give Sacred. And
Pioneers win the face-off, and they're back on the attack. Led by 4 at halftime, now trails by 4 for the second time this quarter. Big face-off coming for Romanek. Romanek and Esposito have been battling.
And now Sacred Heart, almost a complete reversal of the script from the first half. That is the 4th face-off violation for Sacred Heart. It is a team penalty when that happens. It doesn't matter if they're up by 5.
That is Blake Ballin once again, the second time this quarter. And he was spoon-fed from Nick Dupuis, who has been immensely impressive. Nick Dupuis now has 3 goals and 4 assists on the afternoon. Make that 5 assists as Stony Brook scored 17 goals in the first game of the season.
A push saves Sacred Heart from another turnover, but
Pioneers can't follow through. Morgan O'Reilly really shoots that with some steam.
The ball comes out of his stick so quickly. He has the ability to just kind of rifle those out before the goalie's expecting it. But as we turn around, it is a huge face-off win there by Romanek.
He's got a great arm angle. Reminds me of Randy Johnson up on the bump. Just this half. He's come up with big wins when it's mattered. And this is another one Pioneers desperately needing to get back on the offensive side of things. As we see a little look at McLaughlin's save percentage, he's come up big this half.
A little surprised there was no trip there on Romanek, but either